Happy Sabbath, Choctaw family, and those that might be listening. It's Pastor Samson here. Another Friday, another Sabbath is coming upon us, and I hope that you are ready for what we have in store. A few things to keep in mind is this Sabbath, once again, the sermon is going to be here in my house on this couch, and it's a sermon that you don't want to miss. We're going to be diving into the topic of prayer, and I will be sharing a principle or a tool that we can use in our prayer life that can enhance it in a positive way. So if you're interested in that, I suggest that you stay tuned for the sermon tomorrow. If you're interested with what to do with your tithes and offerings, first thing that you can do is that you can go to the link at the bottom of the screen. And at this link, you can type in Choctaw Seventh-day Adventist Church, and there will be a form for you to fill out, and it will take care of your tithes and offerings right there. Or you can just contact our treasurer, Linda Lambeth, and she can take care of it, whether it's by you dropping it off or you guys getting in contact with each other and trying to figure it out. Also, I want to make mention for those who may be in need of anything. It could be as small as a Sabbath school lesson. It could be as big as maybe you're struggling a little bit financially. Whatever the situation is, we as a church want to help you. We want to be in contact with our church family. So please let one of the church leaders know, or maybe let myself know, and we can do our best to get in contact with you and help you as soon as possible. And before I take off, I just want to leave you with a word. In the book of John, we hear of a story, and it might be a story that you're familiar with. It's in the book of John chapter 5, and it's a story of a man who was dealing with an issue for 38 years. And what's interesting is he was dealing with the situation for 38 years, and when Jesus came up to him, he asked him a simple question: do you want to be made well? And what's super funny about this is you're dealing with the situation for 38 years, and Jesus, the person that can heal you, comes up to you and asks you the question, do you want to be made well? And immediately any of us would think, yes. But it's interesting, this man's response was excuses, reasons why he couldn't be made well. And Jesus said to him the simplest of words. He said, get up and walk. For some of us, we may think we're not capable of doing something. We may think, having a family devotional is kind of difficult. Maybe sharing to someone else about Jesus is a little hard, or maybe you're dealing with some fears and anxieties that are holding you captive, and like this man, you feel as though you have this infirmity maybe for 5 years, maybe for 10, and for some of us, maybe 38 years. But I want to encourage you with what Jesus said. He said, get up and walk. Are you able to trust in the words of Jesus? Are we able to trust in the words of Jesus when he says to get up and walk? Can we trust in the words of Jesus when he tells us to move? Can we trust in the words of Jesus and in his word and what he tells us, the encouragement that he gives us, the comfort that he gives us? Can we believe on those words and walk in faith? I think when Jesus said those words, it went a lot deeper than the man could even imagine, but instead of pondering on how deep it went, he just heard the words and took them at plain value. I want to encourage you this Sabbath to dive into the scriptures and to see the words that Jesus says to you, the encouragement that Jesus says to you, and not to think too deep about it, but to take it at face value. Once again, Choctaw family, and those that might be watching, I want to say happy Sabbath. I hope and I pray that you have a blessed and awesome Sabbath. Please stay connected and please tune into the sermon tomorrow because I think it'll be a blessing for you. Guys, I miss you, and I really don't like doing this in my house. I would much rather do this in church with you all there to be able to give you guys hugs and kisses and just have an awesome moment. I'm sorry. Forgive me, got too emotional. Anyways, I just want to say God bless you guys. Please stay connected to one another, to myself. Just stay connected with each other until we meet again, until God brings us back together again. Happy Sabbath and God bless.